So let's begin in a comfortable position on your mat or on your floor, on your blanket. Let's just take a moment then to bring our awareness into our bodies and root down through the sitting bones into the ground. Let's bring the shoulders up to the ears, to the back of the room, and allow them to just gently fall down the back. Palms can be rested on your knees or on your thighs, either facing down or facing up. And if you feel comfortable too, you can close your eyes. Or if you'd prefer, you might just want to lower your gaze and look towards the ground. And bringing your awareness now to the physical body. Are there any areas in the body that are really calling out for some attention? Any areas of tightness or discomfort? And that's okay, there's no need to judge. Just become aware. Relax any tension you might have in your face, in your head, behind your eyes, and in your jaw. Relax any tension in the shoulders, in the torso. Allow the body to be heavy, supported by the ground. Relax the legs. Relax the feet. And now bringing your awareness to your mind. Just notice how your mind feels today, just like with the body. The mind might be calm, or you might find that the mind is flitting around between different thoughts or memories or feelings. Just know that either one of those or anything in between is completely normal. We're just noticing. And bringing our awareness now to our breath. Just notice the breath's natural rhythm, the natural flow. Are your breaths deep or shallow? Long or short? Again, there's no right or wrong. We're just noticing. We'll begin now to lengthen our inhales and exhales. So just on your next inhale, naturally lengthen, inviting breath into the lungs. And exhale, again, slowly and completely emptying the lungs. On the inhale, imagine drawing breath up from the base of the spine all the way up to the collarbones. Feel the chest rise. And exhale, release and watch the chest fall back down. Again, inhaling fully and slowly, all the way up to the collarbones. And exhale, slowly and completely. Now just continue like that now by yourselves, just watching your breath. Taking slow, complete inhales and slow, complete exhales. And it's these complete and slow inhales and exhales that will guide us through our physical practice in a vinyasa class. So whenever you're ready, if your eyes are closed, you can gently blink them open, and we'll begin bringing some movements into today's class. We're going to begin with our hands at heart center. And as you take an inhale, think about growing nice and tall in the spine. Interlace the fingers, and as you exhale, we're going to twist the palms away and push away from the body. So go slowly and take a few breaths here, thinking long, slow, complete inhales and exhales. Notice how this feels across the back. On your next inhale, we're going to straighten the spine and bring the hands all the way up overhead. So don't worry if that means your hands need to stay here. Don't worry if you can't get them up there. Just where's comfortable for you. And also, if this is too difficult on your shoulders, you can release the hands and widen the arms away. So we'll take a nice deep inhale, grow long and tall. As you exhale, we're going to lean over to the right hand side. On the inhale, bring the breath into the left lung. Inflate the left lung up to the sky, maybe even look towards the left hand. And exhale, back to center. Again, inhale, grow long in the center. And now exhale, and we'll do the same on the opposite side. Inhale into that right lung. And exhale, back to center. Inhale, grow long again. Think about length from the hips all the way to the fingertips. And as you exhale, we're going to bend the elbows 90 degrees into cactus. Inhale, lift the heart up to the sky, a very gentle bend in the top back. Bring the shoulder blades together. And exhale, release the hands down. So the hands are either side of the hips. You can either have them flat, rested on a prop, or you can use TPs with your fingers to grow some extra height. Take a nice deep inhale here at center. And exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale back to center. And exhale, looking over the left. Just notice how this feels. And inhale back to center. Great, so we'll repeat something similar, just adding on a little bit. So inhale, grow long in the spine, hands together, interlace the fingers, and on the exhale, push the palms away. Take some nice deep breaths here. Notice how this feels in your shoulders and upper back. On the inhale, grow long and tall, stretch up. You can undo the hands, undo the fingers if that helps. Exhale, lean over to the right hand side. Inhale, inflate the left lung. Exhale, return. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale, inflate the right lung, twisting open to the right. Exhale, and inhale to the center. This time, as we exhale, we're going to add a twist. So the left hand comes down behind the body, the right hand comes to the left knee, and we're twisting the torso open. So inhale, grow nice and tall from the crown. Exhale, deepen the twist and begin to look over the left shoulder. Take a few breaths here. And on the next inhale, let's bring the hands back up, back to center. And exhale, twist to the opposite side. Left hand comes to the right knee. The right hand comes behind you. It can be on the floor, it can be at the bottom of your back. Inhale, grow long. And exhale, twist. Take a few breaths. And inhale, hands come all the way back up. And exhale, hands through heart center. Okay, so we're going to be moving into tabletop position now. So you might want to move any props out of the way. Bear in mind, you might need your blanket handy for cushioning for your knees. So we're going to come onto our hands and knees. Take your time. You might just want to swivel the legs out, and then we want to end up with our wrists under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. So take your time to get there. And when you are here, first things first is we need to make all contact with the hands into the mat. So our hands are our support here. So pushing through all of the knuckles into the ground. And with the knees under the hips, let's bring some movement into the spine. So on the inhale, we're going to bring the heart forward, bring the chest forward, and lift the hips up to the sky. And notice a dip in the navel as if someone's pulling the navel down. And as you exhale, we'll reverse that and push the hands through, push the hands away, and lift the spine up to the sky and bring the chin to the chest. This is cat. And on the inhale, reverse once again into cow. So bring the heart forward, lift the hips to the sky, dip the back. And then reverse once again, exhale into cat. We'll repeat that once more. Inhale, heart comes forwards, hips high. And this is really just working to release any stagnant energy, which is often held in the spine. And exhale, pushing the ground away into cat. Great, and we'll come back into neutral. Extending the left leg out behind you, up on the toes, just to have a little few rocks back and forth, waking up the toes, waking up the feet and the calves. And then finding some stability. Extend the right hand out in front of you. Keep the navel knitted into the ribs, into the spine. And if you can, begin to lift that back foot off the ground. 3, 2, 1, and release. Now we're going to keep the right knee where it is, but we're pivoting the foot out behind us. The hips are naturally following. So we'll drop the back heel of the left leg, and then we're going to use the glutes to push the hips forward and lift the hand up to the sky. So take your time. Notice how this feels. Take a few nice deep breaths. Notice how your shoulder feels. We'll take an inhale and swoop the hand up overhead, bicep next to the ear. Think about sending energy from the left fingertips all the way down to the left toes. And on your next exhale, we'll unwind and return. Left hand back down and left knee back down. Now switching sides, straightening out the right foot. And again, just rocking on the toes there, waking up the feet and the calves. And then sending the left arm out in front of you. Engaging the abdominal muscles. When you're ready, we'll lift the back foot off the ground. 3, 2, 1, and release. Now again, the left knee stays where it is, but we're pivoting the foot out. So the hips will want to follow, open to the right hand side. Let the right ankle or heel drop down. And then lifting the right hand up to the sky. Really use the glutes and the back body to push the hips forward, bringing some space. You can use under this left hand, you can go up onto your TP fingers again, or you can use a block or any props to help you get some space. And inhale, swoop the hand up overhead. And on the exhale, we'll slowly return. Return the right hand, return the left foot, return the right knee. And let's take a few more rounds of cat and cow here. So inhale, heart comes forward, hips high. Exhale, return. Inhale, lifting the heart, lifting the hips. Exhale once again, chin comes down to the chest. Notice how this feels across the back body. One more. And exhale. And then we'll come back into neutral position. So we're going to work our way into a standing sequence now. So firstly, we're going to bring the left foot forward into a low lunge. So however you need to achieve this position, we want to make sure that we have a nice 90-degree angle here so that the knee is over the ankle. So we're not too far forward and we're not too far back. So again, if you need some extra cushioning on the knees, please feel free to do so. And when you're ready, we'll inhale and we'll lift the arms up overhead. Return your focus to your breath, using those long, slow inhales and exhales to anchor you into your posture. If this is difficult on your hands, you can bring them down into heart center. Inhale, stretch tall, and exhale, release the hands on the floor. We're going to tuck the back toes in order to lift the back knee and then step the back foot forward, to join us standing at the top of our mat. Take your time. Once you're here, we're going to come up like a rag doll. So all the way from the bottom of the spine, think about every single vertebrae, slowly, slowly rolling all the way up to standing. Engaging the abdominals, keeping nice and strong. And when you're here, we'll just have the palms facing forwards. Just have a slight engagement in the legs. Roll the shoulders up and back. Feel nice and strong. And then we'll inhale, lift the arms up overhead, and we're going to fold forward. So what happens first on the exhale is the hips come back to the back of the room, and then the torso follows down. Have any amount of bend in the knees. You could even completely rest your torso onto your knees, onto your thighs. And then allow the head to be completely heavy. May even take a couple of rotations in the neck, maybe nod the head yes, and shake the head no. And then from here, lift the heart and lift the chest. This is a half forward fold. So we're thinking about length coming out from the top of the crown, and then exhale, fold in once again. From here, place the right hand in the middle, so above both feet, but in the center, so we're making a triangle. And then inhale and lift the left hand up to the sky. So we're opening the body, open to the left-hand side. Again, if you need a prop here to help you, please feel free to do so. Now again, using the breath as an anchor, guiding you through the sensations. Now, if you feel comfortable to, gently bend into the right knee a little more and straighten the left leg a little more. Just go very gently and just notice any changes in the sensation. And on the next exhale, return, and we'll swap sides. So place the left hand where the right hand was, and we're going to open to the right hand side. Right hand comes all the way up high, using the breath. And this time, bend into the left leg and straightening the right. See how that feels. Take a nice inhale, grow long, and then exhale, return the hands, both hands down. And again, relax the head. The head's nice and heavy. And taking a generous bend in the knee, we'll come all the way up to rising. So push the ground away, root through the feet, and slowly, like a rag doll again, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, lifting the hands up overhead. And exhale, hands through to heart center. Okay, so from here, now we'll step the left leg back. So we're going to reverse what we were just doing. So the left leg comes back, and we're going to drop the knee down. So now we're taking our low lunge on the opposite side. And again, be mindful of that 90-degree angle. Please use any cushions under your knee if you need to. And when you're ready, on the inhale, swooping the hands up overhead. Take a few breaths here. If this becomes difficult on your arms and shoulders, you can bring the hands to heart center or even rested on your thigh. Think about finding length from the left knee all the way up to the left hip. And if your hands are extended all the way up to the fingers. On your next inhale, let's grow tall, grow long, and exhale, release the hands back down, either side of your foot. We're going to transition through a high plank. So lifting the back knee. Lovely. And then when you're ready, push through the hands to release the forward leg. Now, if you need to kind of use your hands to help you go back, then please do so. Do any way that works for you. Now you can drop your knees at any time. Otherwise, we'll just take high plank for 3, 2, 1, and drop the knees and sit back, untuck the toes, and come all the way down to child's pose. And allow the head, the forehead, to rest on the mat. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And bring your awareness now to how this feels in your body. Notice the ribcage expanding as you breathe in across the back body. And then we'll come back into our tabletop position. So wrists under the shoulders and knees under the hips. So now that we've woken up and released some tension from the shoulders, we're just going to relax them a little by what we call threading the needle. So engage through the left hand so that the left hand is taking the weight and the support of the body. Navel again is into the spine. As you inhale, lift the right hand all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, we're going to swoop the hand under this space underneath our torso and arm. So it threads all the way through. Bend into the left elbow and slowly release the right shoulder down onto the floor. Now from here, we're going to breathe. Use that breath again as an anchor to feel through any sensations. If you're noticing areas of tension in your right shoulder, as you inhale, send breath to that area. And on the exhale, see if you can let that tension go and release the shoulder down. And take one more deep inhale and exhale. And on the inhale now, we'll come back up using the left hand to push you back up and unwind. The right hand comes all the way up and release. And we'll do the same on the opposite side now, rooting through the right hand. Inhale, lifting the left hand up to the sky. And exhale, swoop the left hand under the torso, under the armpit, and release very softly and gently the left shoulder down onto the ground. So you may find that your head, the side of your head, is on the ground, or maybe your ear. However is comfortable for you, please feel free to use cushioning if that helps. You might find it helps to slightly push back with the back of the left hand away from the floor. See how that feels. And then when you're ready on the next inhale, using the right hand to push the body back up, unwind. The left hand comes all the way up to the sky and then returns back down. Okay, so we'll come into our final resting pose now for Shavasana. So we're going to come onto our backs. However's easiest for you and comfortable. I find sometimes coming back onto the knees, you can then swivel the legs to the side and come back down. Make sure you've got enough room behind you. And then with your arms out in front of you, again, navel engaged, like the ragdoll, but this time we're going to come down very slowly, one vertebrae at a time, engaging the abdominals, slowly releasing until your shoulders also can relax on the ground. Bending the knees, just bring the knees in towards the chest and just have a gentle little rock from side to side. Release the feet back, mat's distance apart. So just widen the stance of your feet slightly and allow the knees to fall over to the left. Engage the abdominals, bring them back to the center and allow them to fall to the right. And again, center to the left. Engage the center and finally over to the right. And engage again to bring the legs back up to center in our final pose now for resting in Shavasana. So you can keep your legs like this if this is comfortable, or you can extend your legs. If your legs are extended, allow the feet to fall from side to side. Allow the palms to be facing upwards. If you're chilly, feel free to cover yourself in a blanket. Feel free to use cushions and pillows. And close your eyes. And just a couple of moments of Shavasana allows the body to completely relax and to incorporate all the work that you've just done in your physical body. Notice how your body feels now. Allow the body to be heavy, supported with the ground underneath you. And relax. Bring your awareness now to your breath. Again, notice how is the breath. Is it long, shallow? Long or short? Deep or shallow? Is it different from before? No need to change anything, just noticing. If your mind wanders, that's absolutely fine. Just notice and bring your awareness back to your breath. Again, with your awareness just on your breath, allowing any thoughts, sensations, or memories to come and go. And the breath is your anchor, bringing you back to a sense of peace and calm, knowing that we don't need to attach to any thoughts. We also don't need to fight them. We can just be the observer. And on the next breath, we'll take a nice, long, slow inhale, the slowest, longest inhale you've done yet today. And open mouth, exhale, release. And with your eyes still closed, let's begin to bring some movements into the fingers, into the wrists, into the ankles. You can send your hands overhead and have a full body stretch if that feels good. And picking a side, rolling over to one side. You can use your arm as a pillow or any other prop. And just enjoy a moment of rest. And with your eyes still closed, if you can, use your hands to gently bring you back up into a seated position. Take your time to be comfortable, again rooting through the sitting bones, bringing length into the spine. Let's bring the shoulders once again up, back and down. And with your hands together at heart center, you can gently blink open your eyes. And thank you very much for joining me today and for taking time for yourself, for your physical and mental and emotional well-being. See you again soon. Namaste.